In a world full of choices and modern pressures, we often feel like we must do more, achieve more, and own more. But have you ever wondered whether all of this truly brings happiness and long-term success? The 80-20 rule, a simple yet powerful method, can help you optimize every area of your life, from work to relationships, finances, and even your own self. Let's explore how Stoic thinking can help you live more effectively and happily right now. Hello everyone, welcome to the Stoic Lessons channel. This is the place where we explore deep life philosophies and valuable lessons to develop ourselves. Through these videos, you'll find inspiring stories, essential skills to face challenges, and mindsets that help you live a meaningful life. In this video, we will explore the 80-20 rule, optimize every area of your life. Let's embark on a journey of self-discovery and make positive changes in our lives. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on the latest insights. And now, let's get started. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle, states that in most areas, 80% of the results come from 20% of the causes. This is not just a statistical law, but a guiding principle to help you optimize your time, energy, and resources. When you combine the 80-20 rule with Stoic thinking, you not only achieve greater efficiency, but you also cultivate a strong mind in the face of challenges, live according to core values, and focus on what truly matters. Stoic philosophy teaches that happiness doesn't come from controlling everything around you, but from mastering yourself. By understanding and properly applying the 80-20 rule with Stoic thinking, you will know how to let go of what's unnecessary and maximize the power of small but meaningful actions. Understanding the 80-20 rule. The core of the 80-20 principle. The Pareto Principle is named after Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian economist, who discovered that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. Later, this principle was widely applied in many areas, such as business, learning, and even personal relationships. For example, 80% of a company's revenue often comes from 20% of its customers. 80% of the knowledge you use daily comes from 20% of the material you have learned. 80% of the joy in life may come from 20% of your favorite activities. Stoic thinking, focus on what you control. Stoic philosophy, with thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, emphasizes that you cannot control everything in life, but you can always control how you react to them. Stoicism teaches that life is not about doing more, but doing the right things, focusing on what brings long-term value. The combination of the 80-20 rule and Stoicism is an approach to living more effectively and calmly, without getting caught up in the endless cycle of irrelevant things. Applying the 80-20 rule to optimize your life. Optimizing work time. Ask yourself, which 20% of my tasks bring 80% of my value for the day? When applying the 80-20 rule, you need to distinguish between high-value tasks and activities that waste time. Stoic thinking helps you maintain composure and focus on core tasks rather than being distracted by trivial things. Real-life example, instead of trying to complete every task on your to-do list, prioritize the 20% of tasks that deliver the greatest value. Let go of perfectionism, as spending too much time on details often does not produce proportional results. Optimizing relationships. Not all relationships contribute to your happiness or growth. In fact, 80% of your joy and emotional support often comes from 20% of the people in your life. Stoic thinking reminds you that you don't need to please everyone. Specific actions. Focus on building deep relationships with people who bring positive value to your life. Distance yourself from negative or meaningless relationships. Optimizing learning and self-development. Not all knowledge is equally valuable. The 20% of material you learn will bring 80% of the practical value. Stoicism teaches you to be selective about information and to ask yourself, is this really important? Learning strategies, read books, listen to podcasts, or take courses focused on the areas you want to master the most. Don't follow trends, choose sustainable knowledge. Optimizing health and fitness. 80% of your health benefits may come from 20% of healthy habits. Actions like drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly have a larger impact than you might think. Combining Stoicism, develop the discipline to maintain simple yet effective habits. Focus on present actions instead of dreaming about perfect outcomes. Stoic principles to enhance the 80-20 rule. Let go of the unimportant. Stoicism emphasizes letting go of things beyond your control. The 80-20 rule teaches that not everything matters. By combining both, you'll learn how to free yourself from the burden of what's unnecessary. Cultivate disciplined living. By the 80-20 rule requires sticking to what brings value. Stoicism helps you build personal discipline, remaining unaffected by short-term temptations. Focus on core values. Ask yourself, what truly brings value to my life? Stoicism teaches you to recognize your core values and have the courage to live by them, regardless of external pressures. Combining 80-20 and Stoicism to overcome challenges. When faced with challenges, you may feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks or issues to resolve. The 80-20 rule helps you realize that only a small portion of them is truly important. Stoic thinking provides mental tools to face pressure while maintaining inner peace. How to apply: start with core tasks and let go of what's unimportant. Maintain calm in the face of failure, remembering that difficulties are opportunities for self-improvement. Long-term benefits of applying the 80-20 rule and Stoicism: higher efficiency. You'll achieve greater results in work, relationships, and health with less effort. Calmer mind. Letting go of what's unnecessary will make you feel lighter and freer. Living by core values. You'll no longer be swept up in meaningless activities but will focus on what's truly important. Strategies to apply the 80-20 rule in specific areas of life. To optimize your life, it's not enough to stay theoretical. Applying the 80-20 rule to specific aspects is crucial. Below are strategies for effectively applying this rule across different areas, combined with Stoic thinking to maintain calm and discipline in action. Optimizing work and career. When applying the 80-20 rule to your work, you'll notice that a small percentage of tasks yield the majority of results in your career. The key is identifying and focusing on these tasks. Specific strategy: analyze your work, review the projects or tasks you're involved in and identify the 20% of tasks that produce 80% of the results. Focus on these tasks and reduce work that doesn't add value. Learn to say no. A key aspect of Stoicism is the ability to decline unnecessary requests. Learn to say no to tasks or responsibilities that aren't important, conserving your energy and time for what truly matters. Applying Stoic thinking: accept that you can't do everything. Focus only on important tasks and let go of things beyond your control. Stay calm and manage your emotions in the face of failure or mistakes at work. Stoicism teaches that failure is an opportunity to learn and improve. Optimizing personal finances. Just like in work, personal finances will have aspects that generate most of your income and expenses. The 80-20 rule helps you recognize the most important elements to focus on to improve your financial situation. Specific strategy: review income and expenses. You may find that 20% of your investments generate 80% of your profits. Focus on optimizing these areas. Control spending. In personal finance, much of your spending may come from 20% of your transactions. Review unnecessary expenses and cut back on those that don't provide long-term value. Applying Stoic thinking: practice self-control and discipline in spending. Stoicism encourages a simple, frugal lifestyle. Don't let money and wealth disturb your inner peace. Stoic thinking teaches that prosperity is not the end goal, but a tool to live better. Optimizing health and physical well-being. Health is one of the most important areas where the 80-20 rule can be applied. We don't need to exercise all the time or eat perfectly 100% of the time, but implementing 20% of healthy habits can yield 80% of the benefits for the body and mind. Specific strategy: focus on basic habits. Simple but important habits like drinking enough water, sleeping well, and eating a balanced diet can provide outstanding health benefits. Exercise effectively. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. A short but effective workout with 20% of exercises that bring 80% of the benefits for your body. Applying Stoic thinking: maintain discipline in health habits. Stoicism helps you focus on sustaining healthy habits without being distracted by external temptations. When facing health problems, stay calm and accept them as part of life. Instead of worrying, take action to improve your health patiently. Optimizing relationships. The 80-20 rule can also be applied to recognize that not all relationships bring value to you. 80% of your emotional support and joy in life may come from 20% of the people in your life. Specific strategy: build quality relationships, spend time and energy developing relationships that bring long-term value, instead of trying to maintain all relationships. Cut off negative relationships. Stoic thinking teaches you that maintaining relationships with people who don't bring positivity is a waste of time and energy. Know when to let go and avoid people who bring stress and negativity. Applying Stoic thinking: put yourself in others' shoes and treat them with kindness, but don't let them affect your mind too deeply. Know how to respect and appreciate valuable relationships, but don't fear saying no to unnecessary ones. The combination of the 80-20 rule and Stoicism in building sustainable habits. Building the right and sustainable habits is one of the keys to effectively applying the 80-20 rule in life. Habits not only impact our daily actions but also determine long-term outcomes in work, health, and relationships. When applying this rule, you'll realize that only a small part of your habits can make a significant difference. At the same time, Stoic thinking will help you persevere and maintain the self-control necessary to sustain these positive habits. Building habits focused on essential actions. The 80-20 rule shows that only a few actions or habits truly bring the greatest value in your life. When you apply this principle, identify the most important actions and make them part of your daily routine. These are the habits that will make a big difference in your work, personal life, and career. Specific strategies: select habits. Choose only those habits that have a strong impact on your goals. For example, if your goal is to improve health, instead of focusing on a series of complex exercises, select the most effective ones. Create habits based on results. Based on the 80-20 rule, you can easily identify that some habits are much more effective than others. Choose the habits that yield the greatest results and disregard the less effective ones. Applying Stoic thinking: maintain perseverance and discipline in forming new habits. Stoic thinking helps you understand that change does not happen immediately, but with consistency, you will achieve great results. Don't let emotions interfere with habit formation. When you feel like avoiding something, remember that habits are not built on emotions, but on commitment and discipline. Creating habits of self-awareness and self-reflection. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and self-reflection. This is a very important factor in effectively applying the 80-20 rule. When you clearly understand yourself, you will know what to focus on and what to ignore, thus optimizing decisions in life. Specific strategies: practice self-reflection. Every day, take time to reflect on your actions. This not only helps you identify the 20% of actions that matter, but also helps you adjust and improve yourself over time. Use a journal. Write in a journal about your feelings, thoughts, and daily actions. This is a great tool to track progress and recognize behaviors that may need to be changed or improved. Applying Stoic thinking: practice calmness in difficult times. When facing failure or challenges, don't let negative emotions dominate. Use reason to assess the situation and learn from these difficulties. Be honest with yourself. Stoicism teaches that in order to progress, you must always face your flaws honestly without avoiding them or blaming others. Managing time and energy effectively. When applying the 80-20 rule, you'll realize that you can't always do everything. Instead, using your time and energy effectively is the only way to achieve the best results. Stoic thinking will help you maintain focus and discipline in using time purposefully, instead of being influenced by external factors. Specific strategies: set priorities. Set clear priorities for each day and week. Allocate time for important activities and avoid letting unnecessary things take up too much of your time. Stop working aimlessly. You don't always have to work non-stop. Sometimes, taking appropriate breaks will help you recharge and work more effectively. The 80-20 rule helps you realize that not all tasks are of equal value. Applying Stoic thinking: practice self-control in allocating time and energy. Stoicism teaches that you need to know when to work and when to rest. Avoid letting emotions influence time management. When you feel stressed or pressured, remember that you can control yourself and decide how to use your time effectively. The ability to adjust and adapt to the 80-20 rule. An important factor in applying the 80-20 rule is the ability to adjust and adapt to circumstances. Life is constantly changing, and what works today may not be suitable tomorrow. This is why Stoic thinking and the 80-20 rule fit so well together. Stoicism teaches us calmness when facing change and the ability to accept what is beyond our control while always adjusting actions and goals to be as reasonable as possible. Flexibility in applying 80/20ths. The 80/20 rule is not a rigid principle, but a tool to help you optimize time and resources. You will notice that over time, the 80/20ths ratio may change depending on your circumstances and goals. The key is to maintain flexibility to identify and adjust the important elements in your life as needed. Specific strategies: evaluate goals, regularly track and assess your goals to ensure you're on the right path. Some areas of your life may require more attention, while others may no longer be as important. Focus on change, don't fear changing direction when necessary. The ability to adapt to new circumstances, rather than clinging to old habits, is the key to continuing to achieve better results. Applying Stoic thinking. Stoic thinking encourages you not to be shaken by failure or change. Instead, see changes as opportunities to grow, learn, and improve yourself. Remember that every change brings a lesson. Facing change calmly and methodically will help you maintain stability in life, despite uncertainties. Patience in applying the 80/20 rule. One of the key factors when applying the 80/20 rule is patience. Often, we won't see results immediately, and this can lead to feelings of frustration. However, if you are patient and don't rush, you will begin to notice the results as small changes gradually accumulate and produce significant effects. Specific strategy: be patient with the process. Remember that big changes don't happen overnight. Patience in applying the 80/20 rule will help you see positive results in the long run. Maintain consistent habits. For the 80/20 rule to be effective, you need to maintain consistency in your actions. This requires patience and the ability not to give up too soon before seeing results. Stoic mindset application. Stoicism encourages you to persist in pursuing your goals without worrying too much about the immediate difficulties. You don't need to see results instantly, just focus on taking the right actions every day. Learn to be patient, but don't become someone who procrastinates. Patience means continuing to take the right actions even when you haven't seen results yet. Mastering yourself and controlling what you cannot control. An important part of applying the 80/20 rule is learning to focus on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. Life is full of factors beyond your control, but how you react to them is what matters. Stoicism teaches that mastering yourself and controlling your responses is the path to peace and success. Specific strategy: accept what you cannot control, don't let external factors cause you stress or anxiety. Learn to accept change and adjust your actions to fit the circumstances. Focus on action. All success starts with action. Use the 80/20 rule to identify the most important actions and persist in executing them, instead of worrying about things you can't change. Stoic mindset application. Face life's difficulties calmly. Stoicism doesn't allow you to complain about things you cannot change but encourages you to focus on what you can do to improve the situation. Let go of things you cannot control without letting them distract you. When you control yourself and focus on action, you'll experience freedom and peace. Living simply with the 80/20 rule. The Stoic mindset not only teaches persistence and self-control but also about living simply and not being dragged into unnecessary distractions. The 80/20 rule helps you realize that not everything in life holds equal value, and you don't need to hold on to everything. From simplifying your work to making time for yourself, and even optimizing relationships, all of this can be achieved by applying this principle. Simplifying work. In your work, only a few tasks and activities truly provide high value. Applying the 80/20 rule helps you identify the most important tasks and focus on them, rather than dispersing your energy on things with less impact. Specific strategy: prioritize tasks that have a significant impact, identify tasks that have the greatest effect on your work goals and dedicate time to them. Eliminate unnecessary tasks. Tasks that do not produce clear results should be removed or delegated so that you can focus on the important ones. Stoic mindset application. Stoicism teaches that you don't have to do everything perfectly. Focus on the most important tasks and do them as best as you can. Learn to let go of unnecessary tasks and know when to say no when needed. Simplifying relationships. A crucial part of living simply is maintaining meaningful relationships and not getting caught up in conversations or relationships that lack value. Applying the 80-20 rule helps you understand that in life, only a few people will truly influence you positively, while the rest may just drain your time and energy without offering significant benefits. Specific strategy: focus on valuable relationships. The people who positively influence you, motivate you to grow, or help you progress are the relationships you should nurture. Spend time and energy on them. Let go of relationships that don't bring value. Negative relationships or those that don't contribute to your growth should be minimized or eliminated. Don't feel obligated to maintain all relationships just because of history or external reasons. Stoic mindset application: the Stoic mindset reminds you that you don't need to seek approval from everyone. Truly valuable relationships will naturally help you grow. Choose relationships that align with your values and life goals. Always remember that you cannot control others' behavior, but you can choose how to respond and engage in relationships. Simplifying finances. The 80-20 rule can help you simplify personal finance management. You don't need to have multiple bank accounts or complicated investments to create wealth. Focus on a few key income sources and effective financial management strategies to maximize profits without getting bogged down in the small details. Specific strategy: focus on primary income sources. Identify the main income sources that have the greatest impact on your finances and focus on optimizing them. Eliminate unnecessary spending. Review your expenses and eliminate those that don't add value or help you achieve your financial goals. Stoic mindset application. Stoicism teaches that you don't need to chase wealth blindly. What's important is living simply, having a clear financial plan, and not letting money control your emotions or decisions. By controlling your spending and focusing on long-term financial goals instead of short-term distractions, you'll build a solid financial foundation. Finding satisfaction in simplicity and optimization. Modern life often pushes us towards owning as much as possible, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or work. However, Stoic thinking and the 80-20 rule encourage us to focus on what truly matters and let go of what drains our energy without providing value. Finding satisfaction in the journey, not the destination. The 80-20 rule is not just about optimizing and reaching goals quickly, it's also about learning to enjoy the journey. Stoicism teaches us that satisfaction does not come from achieving goals but from understanding the process and the growth we experience along the way. Specific strategy: focus on personal development. Instead of worrying only about the final result, pay attention to the learning, training, and growth process. Regularly reassess your goals. Sometimes, your goals may change or no longer be relevant. Regularly reassess to ensure you're on the right path. Application of Stoic thinking. Stoicism reminds us that satisfaction does not come from achieving everything but from accepting the present and understanding that everything needed for happiness is already within you. You don't need to strive for things you don't truly need to feel fulfilled. Finding peace in letting go of unimportant things. Our lives would be much less stressful if we knew how to let go of what truly doesn't matter. The 80-20 rule teaches you how to identify the most important factors in life and focus on them, letting go of what doesn't provide value. Specific strategy: minimize distractions, eliminate unnecessary distractions in life. This could include reducing reliance on technology, minimizing unnecessary conversations, or simply reorganizing work to avoid overload. Let go of negativity. Learn to let go of negative relationships, jobs, or habits that do not help you grow. Focus only on what brings value to you. Application of Stoic thinking. Stoicism emphasizes that happiness comes from the ability to let go. When you release what's unnecessary, you will feel lighter and more at peace. Find peace in simplicity and don't let external factors disturb your balance in life. Conclusion. By applying the 80-20 rule in life, combined with Stoic thinking, you not only optimize important areas but also live a life filled with meaning, peace, and happiness. The 80-20 rule helps you identify and focus on the elements that yield the greatest results, while Stoic thinking helps you maintain patience, calmness, and discipline in all situations. Live with clear goals, but also learn to accept what cannot be changed. Don't let distractions take over, and always focus on what truly matters. When you apply the wisdom of choice, coupled with discipline in action, life becomes lighter and full of success. So, together we have explored a new piece of knowledge today. I hope you feel more motivated to continue growing and moving closer to your goals. Never stop learning and always stay persistent on the path of personal development. If you found this video useful and interesting, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. Also, please leave your comments below so we can interact and connect more. This is where we will continue to discover more tips to help you become the best version of yourself. Thank you for always being with us. Wishing you success and happiness on your journey.